Hi everyone. This video is wrapping up the chapter. It's going to combine learning objective 4 and 5. So the objective is understand how effective nonverbal communication can help you advance your career. So first off, communicating nonverbally. Nonverbal communication includes all unwritten, unspoken messages, intentional and unintentional. Okay. Eye contact, facial expressions, body movement, space, time, distance, appearance. All of these are nonverbal codes. When Stacy slaps her monitor and shouts, "This computer just crashed again," we interpret that to be the loudness of her. Oh, let me go down. Her voice and the act of slapping the machine. Come on, computer, work with me. As an intentional emphasis of her words, people can also communicate non-verbally even when they don't intend to. Not all messages accompany words. When Jeff hangs onto the speaker's rostrum and barely looks at the audience during his presentation, he's sending a nonverbal message of fear and lack of confidence. I'm going to stop here for a second. This here, improving listening, is for the previous objective, which is objective 3. Okay, now that said that, forms of nonverbal communication. Nonverbal messages carry their meaning in forms ranging from facial expressions to body language and clothes. And following discussion covers many forms of nonverbal communication. Messages sent by eye contact, facial expressions, posture, gestures, as well as the use of, drum roll, time, space, territory, and appearance. Okay, so eye contact. Eyes are windows to the soul. Some of you may have heard that before. Prolonged eye contact can be intrusive and intimidating. Good eye contact enables a messenger to determine whether a receiver is paying attention, showing respect, feeling distressed. There's facial expressions. Although few people can control these, a poker face when they want to hide their feelings, raising and lowering eyebrows, squinting the eyes, swallowing nervously, clenching the jaw. All that is communicating their feelings. Posture and gestures. An individual's general posture can convey anything from high status and self-confidence to being shy and submissive. Leaning toward a speaker suggests attraction and attention. Pulling away or shrinking back denotes fear. An individual who signals success by forming the thumb and forefinger into an OK sign would be in deep trouble in Germany or parts of South America. The harmless OK sign is actually an obscene reference. Be careful when you're doing, like I said before, when you're if you're in a foreign country, we're talking to people who are with a different origin, cultural origin than you, just so you don't do anything that would be offensive. If I could talk, I'd be dangerous. You can make a good impression by controlling your posture and gestures. Erect posture sends a message of confidence. This is across the board. During the Microsoft antitrust trial, CEO Bill Gates slouched in his chair, rocked back and forth as he pondered questions and responded. Body language experts thought his childlike rhythmic rocking did not help his case. Women are advised to avoid tilting their heads to the side when making an important point. It diminishes the main thrust of the message. Time. How we structure and use time tells observers of our personality and attitudes. Ms. Perez, a banking executive, gives a visitor a prolonged interview. She signals her respect for or interest in and approval of the visitor or the topic being discussed. David Ng twice arrives late for a meeting. It could be that the meeting has low priority and he's self-centered or has little self-discipline. In other cultures and regions, punctuality is viewed differently. In the workplace, you can send positive nonverbal messages by being on time, staying on time, and giving ample time. Now, the consideration for space, how we arrange the space around us tells people about us, whether it's a dorm room and office. The more formal the arrangement, the more formal and closed the communication environment. Team leader who arranges chairs informally in a circle rather than in straight rows conveys their desire for open exchange ideas. Territory, each of us has certain areas that we feel are our own territory. You may not realize it, but you do. We all maintain zones of privacy. We're going to look at a chart about that in a second. Appearance of business documents, the way a letter, memo, or report looks, can either have a positive or negative effect. It really can. Envelopes through their postage, stationery, and printing can suggest routine, important, or junk mail. Think about the mail you get. Letters and reports can look neat, professional, or organized, or just the opposite, being sloppy and hurried. Although they seem like conversation, emails, or business documents, they convey a permanent record and often a bad impression. Sending an email full of errors conveys a damaging nonverbal message. Appearance of people, the way you look, I'm sorry, it is what it is, okay? The way you look, your clothing, grooming, and posture telegraphs an instant nonverbal message about you. Based on what they see, viewers make quick judgments about your status, credibility, personality, and potential. All right. When you go in for job interviews, the decision that person that's interviewing you is going to make the initial decision about you. The job interviewer is going to make is done within the first 2 minutes. I think I'm wrong. I think it's quicker than that. I think it's less than a minute, but I know minimally it's 2 minutes. Maximally, I mean. All right. So I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So your intimate zone is typically reserved for family, which is 1 to 1.5 feet. Your personal zone, which is friends and colleagues that you know, 1.5 to 4 feet. Social zone, like working in an office or something like that, is 4 to 12 feet. And public zone is out in a shopping area or something like that, is 12 or more feet. The image consultants say investing in appropriate professional looking clothing and accessories. Remember that quality is more important than quantity. Avoid flashing garments, clunky jewelry, garish makeup, overpowering colognes. Pay attention to good grooming, body cleanliness. We don't polish shoes anymore, but that your shoes are looking good, and clean nails. And then watch your posture. It talks about body art here. A less risky trend is the movement toward 1 or more days per week of casual dress at work. That was a growing thing. I don't know where it stands now. So you guys probably know more than I do about where it stands. All right, so here's a chart, figure 211, about sending positive nonverbal signals. Use closeness to show warmth and reduce status differences. When you shake somebody's hand, women have a really bad tendency when you shake a hand, instead of giving your whole hand, they give just the fingers to shake hands with. That's not always received in the best way, as opposed to actually shaking a hand. Maintaining eye contact, but not prolong. Be on time. Gestures, be well groomed and appropriately dressed. Maintain a neat and functional work area. You can have stuff in the drawers where people don't see, but it needs to be done. And express warmth with smiles. So career coach, this is just some interesting things to read about job interviews, finding out what the company allows. If you want to find out what the company allows, your best friend would be the administrative assistant or secretary or somebody in human resources, okay? And so learning objective 5 is improve your competitive advantage by developing professionalism and business etiquette. Good manners and a business-like professional demeanor are among the top soft skills. So these are more soft skills. Employers are far more likely to hire and promote a courteous and professional job candidate than one who lacks these skills. And here's the summary for objective 4. Professionalism leads to success. New hires have no idea that excessive absenteeism or tardiness is grounds for termination. Others are surprised to learn that they're expected to devote their full attention to their duties when on the job. One young man wanted to read Harry Potter novels when things got slow. Many employees don't realize that they are sabotaging their careers when they sprinkle their conversation with like and you know and of talk. Okay. A lot of the more mature companies have baby boomers or people that are older than 40, 45, 50. You have to be aware of that and be respectful of that and what they like and don't like. If you don't know, find somebody you can talk to and ask them. Okay. Projecting and maintaining a professional image can make a real difference. Do not send the wrong message with unwitting or unprofessional behavior. Again, find somebody that seems to uh, be careful that they go, hey, do you know what she just, try to find somebody that you can talk or somebody just a casual question that no big deal behind it. Just say, hey, what's cool around here? Gaining an etiquette edge. Etiquette, civility, and goodwill efforts may seem out of pace, but they're not. Two candidates have equal qualifications. One who appears to be more polished and professional is more likely to be hired and promoted because you are the face of the business wherever you go. So this figure is projecting professionalism when you communicate with speech habits, email, internet, voicemail, telephone presence, cell phone, tablets, and texting. As workloads increase and face-to-face meetings decline, bad manners and civility are becoming alarming, whatever, that word, common in the American workplace. I've been talking too much. One survey showed that 71% of workers said they had been insulted, demeaned, ignored, or otherwise treated discourteously by coworkers and supervisors. Good manners convey a positive image of an organization. Etiquette is more about attitude than formal rules of behavior. Attitude is a desire to show consideration and respect. And I jumped a page. So you don't have to be an etiquette nut. You really don't. Use polite words. Please, thank you, and you're welcome. Sincere appreciation and praise. Be selective in sharing personal information. You're there to work. You're not necessarily there to make best friends. Don't put people down. Respect space. Rise above others' rudeness. Don't use profanity or questionable joke telling. Be careful of, you may feel really comfortable around somebody, but just be careful and be considerate when sharing space and equipment with others. Choose a high road in the conflict. You may not like it, but you know, it's a more mature thing. Disagree agreeably. Strengthen etiquette skills. Visit Dr. Guffey's Guide to Business Etiquette Manners, and here is the website. And then your turn at applying. We're not doing that, but you may just want to look at it. And then next page is, one more. Okay, these are the summary of all the learning objectives that we've discussed. If you're trying to find something really fast, like on a quiz, or to answer a question, you can come here and read through the summary and go, oh, conferencing, which one had conferencing? And flipping through, oh, conferencing, this is the objective for conferencing. So then you can go and look and probably find what you need. So this would be a real helpful page to bookmark for yourself, all right? So the next page that's really important is the last one for this video. Which is a chapter review, okay? So it tells you if you're doing soft skills, this is here, forming teams, this is objective 1, 10 techniques for improving workplace listening. So if you're looking for something in workplace listening, it's objective 3. What you can do is make a note of the page numbers for this information. Okay, and then the other video, I'm going to be going over your assignment for this week. Okay, so this is it. If you have any questions, be sure you let me know.